I'm with Alexis Thompson, radio host and crafter extraordinaire. You are going to teach me how to make these adorable bangle bracelets, and I think they're so cute.
They are so easy to make. This is a very simple one to make, but you can of course add a whole bunch of different fibers and beads and buttons and have a good time with it.
Great birthday party craft.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it looks, based on what I'm seeing, fairly inexpensive too, so it would be perfect for a birthday party.
Yes, you can already buy the bangles already made, but I kind of like making your own because then you can really customize the size. So I've already done that. This is 18 gauge wire, and you just wrap it a couple times and then just bend it over with using any
a plier. Like this is like your beading, one of your beading pliers,
yes.
right? But just a pointy edge or a pointy tip like this, and just kind of, I saw you like, so twist it and then just press it.
Yep, just twist it in. That just helps keep it all together. Now, if you don't have that, this wire is really malleable, so you can easily just like bend it with your fingers too. So, however you'd like to do that.
If you have a scissors that you don't really care about that much, you could probably use that to tighten it up.
Yes, you can do that too.
All right.
So that's about 7 inches around, and of course, you know, especially if it's a birthday party for kids, you could do even really, you know, smaller ones. So my trick to making sure you don't use too much of your materials, because you can, you know, just guess how much string you need, but you don't really need that much actually.
Okay.
So what I do is I just take you wanted to do red, right?
Well, can I do two colors?
Yeah, of course. Of course. But to get how much string we need, and you can use embroidery floss, or rickrack would be kind of cute too. So I just take a little bit, and then you just wrap it around for about 1 inch, and then we'll just times it by 7 because that's how long it is. And then, but because I've made a few of them this size, it's about an arm's length. So if you just, both arms.
So like a yard. Do you know that trick about
like a yard? Yes. Yep.
The trick is when you hold your, like hold this to here and extend your arm out, that's gonna be about a yard every time.
A yard. Okay, perfect. Okay, and let's do, so you can trim that, and then we'll cut the other one the same size.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Okay, and now what you're gonna wanna do is about maybe like 3 inches from the end, you're gonna fold it in half, and then you're gonna do a little hitch knot around the bracelet. So you wanna take both of these and just put the two in between so it will catch itself.
Okay.
Just so it's easy. And then I like to kind of hide it where the wire is gathered.
So when you did the hitch knot, I think I just wanna talk about that a little bit more, because it's like you're basically making like the loop and then pulling both through, but one happens to be a lot shorter than the other one.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Because you already know that this is going to be enough fiber that at the very end you're just going to tie it. And you could glue this, you could do all of that, but I found you don't need to do that.
Okay.
And then all you do is you start winding it around.
I can do that.
So you just kind of you anchor the little one in place, and then you just start twisting.
Ooh, I like the red one.
I do like the good idea. Okay. So you just keep twisting it all the way around, and it's actually kind of zen. You just keep going and around and around, and you can make it as thick as you'd like to. You can take the wire and make it bigger, or maybe you have some old bracelets at home that you just don't wear anymore.
That is a great idea.
Or old jewelry.
That's a really great idea.
Yes,
We all have
really
things.
cute.
Be fun to clean out. Like go in your jewelry drawer. It seems like there's always a stash of things, and just sit down with some girlfriends or your daughter or whomever, and just make some of these.
And charms too. That's the other thing. Like and also some beads too, because you're making your own bangle. You can string on the beads first and then form the bracelet, so that will already be on it, and then just work around it.
That's
as you're
a
winding
great idea.
around.
Okay, now I'm getting. I got ahead of myself there. Okay.
Yes.
And then as it was a little too spacey for me, so I just pushed it in.
Yep, you just pull it and just keep going. And this is pretty secure over here, so you can actually anchor it there. Yeah, there you go. And then it won't. There you go. Yep. Very easy.
Very easy.
Yep.
Okay.
Super fun. And you can make a whole stack of them and wear them together. And then,
So I'm going to keep doing this. Can we talk about how you got these charms on here?
Okay, yes, very easy. So you can dangle anything you like with just some jump rings. And the only trick when you're buying the jump rings is to make sure that they're big enough for the bangle to go around, just like these guys are. And it's so easy to open a jump ring. All you have to do is you anchor one and then take the other one, and then you don't pull it apart, you just twist it open. Whoops. You just twist it open like that.
Okay.
Okay, so it's super easy. Then you just put a little charm on. We'll do a double one on this, and you can put as many as you want.
Yeah.
And then you just close it up.
Be cute to really bling it up, or like you said, if it's stacked, you only need one, because then they are gonna just be
all together. Yep. Just dangle away.
Okay.
Yes, you're almost done with that. So you just keep winding, and when you get to the end, you'll want to keep it nice and tight. And the hardest part, I think, is just tying it off and making sure you keep it tight. But you'll just do 2 square knots. And if you have a little glue, it's always good to kind of just put that on the knots too.
a dab, okay.
Yep. But if you don't, no big deal. And just tie it a couple times.
Well, glue is
you're good.
pretty easy to come by, so.
That's cute together. Now, where the wire starts twisting around, you're gonna want to go over that a couple times.
A couple times. What am I doing with this?
That's how you're gonna tie it off.
Okay, so I don't try to tuck it under or anything.
Nope.
I'm just, all right.
And when you put a lot of these bangles on, you can hide a lot of the bigger pieces where the wire comes together, but I kind of like it that they're a little bit imperfect together. So,
Okay. Yeah. Gets easier at the end because your string is shorter.
yeah, and that's what's also good too. You don't have this ball of yarn that you're just constantly, going in and out of, so that you can easily, cut them the length that you need. So yeah, we're pretty good with that.
All right.
And it's a lot less than you think. Okay, so yeah, once you get to the end, yep,
One more?
Yep.
Okay.
Sure.
So then,
Yep.
right over left, left over right, square knot.
Square knot it. And then another one for good measure. I usually loop it through another time just to so.
Like loop it through, what do you mean?
So it's like a square knot, supersized.
Okay.
So yep. So I don't know. I'm sure there's a technical name for it, but okay. So that's a square knot, and then just wrap it around one more time. Oh. Yeah. I'll show you real quick.
Okay.
So you wrap it once.
Oh.
So that's the square knot right there,
Yep.
right? And then one more time.
Okay.
I don't know if that's okay. And then you pull it, and that really keeps it nice and tight.
There we go. All right.
And then you could also put more on the inside if you'd like, but that should hold it.
Okay.
And then you just trim that off.
And that's where the glue really would come in handy,
Yes.
because that's going to keep this from, it's tight, but keep it from coming unraveled.
Yep, it would secure that in there, and then you just add your charm on with your jump ring and make as many as you
adorable.
like. Yeah.
I love it. I love the colors.
It's fun. Here, let's try them all on.
All right.
There you go.
Yes. Those are sweet.
You have a tiny wrist. I have giganto ones. Yeah.
That is so great. Thank you for showing me how to do this. I am definitely gonna bust this craft out in some kind of way, and I really think it would be fun to get together with girlfriends and do this.
Yes, you can really customize them.
Yeah.